Hey, you. Welcome back to the channel. And guys, today, some interesting news here. Electroneum may possibly get listed on Bittrex. Now, Bittrex, uh, probably my most favorite exchange. And I started off using Bittrex when I got into crypto. So I kind of um, got accustomed to Bittrex. And then uh, learned more about Bittrex, regulated out of New York. So Bittrex seemed to follow the laws of the land as far as running a proper exchange. And just always had a pretty good feeling about Bittrex. Never had heard a lot of negative things too much about Bittrex. And in Bittrex's Twitter, it says, Happy 2019. We're always evaluating new blockchain projects. What coins or tokens are your favorite? And so, of course, being part of the Electroneum community, we took to Twitter and we started to say we should list Electroneum. Now, it did say coins with a S plural, so we see some people listing more than one coin. I am guilty. I listed my coin as well, my project, my baby, Bitcoin NYK. But I was very adamant about listing Electroneum. I've always believed in Electroneum. Now, many of us are quite jaded by Electroneum being listed on exchanges. And what I mean by that is that we go through a lot of trouble of getting listed, um, and it just doesn't seem to yield the results we feel that it should. The volume is oftentimes not that great. We don't get the pickup. We don't hardly even get the recognition, right, of just being on exchange so much. And so just a very odd set of events that happens with the history of us being listed on exchange. Now, with that said, I've always said this as well. When you have a large community, when you have a lot of support, exchanges aren't really important. And the thing is, exchanges I kind of look at as marketing. So you can kind of piggyback off of more successful coins, right? And that's never bad. As well, if you have certain amount of money over on one exchange, you don't have to transfer it over to another. It's kind of there. It's more convenient. But I look at it this way as well. I don't care how inconvenient it is uh, for people to make money. If you feel you can make money, you're not going to care about sending money to whatever exchange if it means that you're going to be in profits. And I'm pretty sure many of us are on the same page as that. I'm quite sure that people won't go, well, I have my money on exchange X, and although I can make a 500% return on exchange B, all I got to do is transfer my funds over there. I'm not going to do that. So I don't really buy that either. But I do think exchanges help with marketing. They usually announce a new coin listing. Some people will check it out, just play with it to see what's going on, even if they're not that interested in your coin. So it kind of serves this marketing convenience type, kind of getting you in the forefront. But if you have a large community and you already have a marketing machine, it's probably not going to be all that important. So some people have been, a bit jaded about the situation with Electroneum getting listed on exchanges. Now, I also find it interesting that because Bittrex is looking for projects and that they are pretty much by the book, I think, when it comes to running a proper exchange. I think it's less likely that Bittrex would be wash trading compared to the others. It's less like I'm not. It's not impossible. But I believe it's a lot less likely. And I say that because many exchanges that are regulated in the United States, they tend to operate, I think, a great deal better. And I think a lot of people like to run to other places for regulation because it's going to be a lot more lenient on certain things, and I think it makes it easier for them to to do business. But these regulations are in place for a reason in some cases, and it usually means more protection to the investor. And when you don't have to put up with those regulations, they may offer less protection to the investors. So all those things have to be considered as well. But when they're operating out of the United States, even Coinbase, I am looking for a certain amount of proper running of those exchanges, probably more so than other exchanges. And I'm not saying that in other nations they don't have high regulation, because actually in some countries it's even more regulation than in the United States, and we've seen that. But for the most part, these many of these American exchanges, I haven't seen them really have a significant issue. Now, um, as well, I think that Electroneum will work good on Bittrex, because really this will be its biggest exchange listing, right? There, and it would be right to date. And so, and a combination of the biggest and one of the most reputable. Oh, that was the point I was trying to come up with. Now, I noticed BitTube, another one of the coins I really like, and upload a lot of my content there, and like the what's going on with the plan going forward with BitTube, is they're listed on Bittrex. They have a great deal less volume though than Electroneum. They're valued about 20 times less than Electroneum. And I'm not saying it's all about value, but Electroneum has that, and also Electroneum is highly regulated, highly compliant, of course, with the KYC and AML laws. So I don't see any reason why Bittrex would have a big issue listing Electroneum. I think it's going to end up being a good situation for Electroneum at Bittrex. I think once Electroneum gets on Bittrex, I don't think it's going to be that necessary for Electroneum to really make it on any other centralized exchanges. But I'm not, but if it gets somewhere, that's great. That's fine as well. And again, just looking at it from the standpoint of the availability and marketing angle, personally, I'm getting further and further away from centralized exchanges. I think Bittrex may be the last one I really do a lot of business with, and the rest are going to be conducted over decentralized exchanges. But great situation for Electroneum. It will be very convenient for me to trade Electroneum on Bittrex. Also, guys, before I get out of here, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend, we're running the Electroneum contest for the month of January. What we have is an Electroneum faucet over on our site. You can earn free Electroneum every day. And whoever collects the most Electroneum from the faucet at the end of the month will receive, it was 100 Electroneum last month, besides what you collect from the faucet. For January, we're going to up it a bit, 250 Electroneum. 250 Electroneum. For those of you who believe Electroneum will hit that dollar, that could be a sizable chunk of change. Put that Electroneum away. But anyway, guys, that's all I want to say. If you like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and until next time, take care.